Konnichiwa minasan, welcome to my channel, Eric's Nihongo Lessons. In this lesson, we conjugate the ru ending verb tsukuru, to make, in 100 different ways, in conjugations very common in everyday Japanese and that we've covered in past lessons. If you can properly conjugate tsukuru, you can conjugate any ru ending verb. This is part 3 of 4 parts, covering conjugations 51 to 75. Yoroshii desu ka? Hajimemashou. From lessons 35 to 110, we learned over 100 kinds of various verb conjugations that allow you to express one verb into many different ways in Japanese. And this lesson attempts to summarize most of them by focusing on just one verb. In this lesson, we conjugate the verb tsukuru, to make. To make these various conjugations, we use the dictionary form tsukuru, as well as its te form tsukutte, the conjunctive form tsukuri, the plain negative non-past form tsukuranai, as well as the plain past form tsukutta. At this point, I assume you've mastered how to make these forms, but if you haven't still, you can review how to do so in lesson 29. The 25 conjugations covered in this video are the giving and receiving of actions, no longer do, TOKORO, to denote points in time, expressing purpose, decisions, guessing and probability, and the pseudonouns HAZU, which means it should be that, wake, to express reason, and expressing although with NONI and KEREDOMO. If you want to help me make more free videos like this, you can be a partner by giving a donation via PayPal. Eric's Nihongo Lessons. That's ERICS without the apostrophe, Nihongo Lessons. The link is found in the description box below. 51. Giving the action to you and others. Formula: te ageru in plain speech and te sashiageru in humble speech. Te ageru and te sashiageru. Lesson 69 and 70. To give you or others the action of making, tsukutte ageru for plain, and tsukutte sashiageru for humble speech. I will make you a cake on your birthday. O tanjoubi ni keiki o tsukutte ageru. O tanjoubi ni keiki o tsukutte ageru. 52. To give to me or to people in my in-group. Formula: te kureru, plain speech, and te kudasaru, honorific speech, still in lesson 69 and 70. You give to me the action of making. Tsukutte kureru for plain, tsukutte kudasaru for honorific. Will you make me a cake? Keiki o tsukutte kureru? Keiki o tsukutte kureru? 53. To receive the action. Formula: te morau for plain, te itadaku for humble speech, lesson 69 and 70. I receive the action of making. Tsukutte morau for plain, tsukutte itadaku for humble speech. I will have you make me a cake. Kimi ni keiki o tsukutte morau. Kimi ni keiki o tsukutte morau. 54. No longer do. Formula is that knife form becomes nakunaru. Nakunaru, lesson 72. No longer make. Tsukuranakunaru. Tsukuranakunaru. Because it's easy to buy a cake at the store, I no longer make cakes. Mise de keiki ga kaiyasui no de, watashi wa keiki o tsukuranakunatta. Mise de keiki ga kaiyasui no de, watashi wa keiki o tsukuranakunatta. 55. About to do. Formula: ru tokoro. Ru tokoro, lesson 66. About to make. Tsukuru tokoro. Tsukuru tokoro. I'm about to make a cake, so I can't talk right now. Watashi wa keiki o tsukuru tokoro de, ima wa hanasenai no desu. 私はケーキを作るところで今は話せないのです。56番 In the process of doing. Formula ているところているところ Also in lesson 66. In the process of making 作っているところ作っているところ I'm making a cake right now. It'll be ready in 30 minutes. 私はケーキを作っているところです。30分で出来上がります。私はケーキを作っているところです。30分で出来上がります。57番 Just finished doing. たところたところ Also in lesson 66. Just made 作ったところ作ったところ Elder sister just finished making a cake. Let's eat. お姉さんがケーキを作ったところです。食べましょう。お姉さんがケーキを作ったところです。食べましょう。58番 Almost did. Formula るところだったるところだった Also lesson 66. Almost made 作るところだった作るところだった I almost made the wrong cake instead of sponge cake スポンジケーキの代わりに間違ったケーキを作るところだったスポンジケーキの代わりに間違ったケーキを作るところだった59番 Expressing purpose Formula Conjunctive form of the verb plus ni Conjunctive ni This conjugation is often used when the main verb of the sentence is either to come, go, or return as explained in lesson 67 In order to make 作りに作りにShe goes home on weekends to make cakes. 彼女は週末にケーキを作りに帰ります。彼女は週末にケーキを作りに帰ります。60番 Purpose Formula is るためにるために Also lesson 67 We use this conjugation anytime for any verb in the main clause In order to make 作るために作るために She goes home on weekends to make cakes 彼女は週末にケーキを作るために帰ります彼女は週末にケーキを作るために帰ります61番 Will decide to do ることにするることにするLesson 73 Will decide to make 作ることにする作ることにする I decided to make a tiramisu for the party 僕はパーティーにテラミスを作ることにした僕はパーティーにテラミスを作ることにした62番 Will decide not to doないことにするないことにする Still in lesson 73 Will decide not to make 作らないことにする作らないことにする I decided not to make chicken curry because ingredients are difficult to find 材料が探しにくいからチキンカレーを作らないことにした材料が探しにくいからチキンカレーを作らないことにした。63番 will decide to do as a rule ることにしているることにしている Still lesson 73 will decide to make as a rule 作ることにしている作ることにしている I decided to make rice balls every Sunday 私は毎日曜日おにぎりを作ることにしています私は毎日曜日おにぎりを作ることにしています64番 will decide not to do as a rule ない ことにしている。ないことにしている。Still on lesson 73. We'll decide not to make as a rule. 作らないことにしている。作らないことにしている。I decided not to make shrimp tempura as a rule because my child is allergic to shrimp. 子供のアレルギーでエビ天ぷらを作らないことにしている。子供のアレルギーでエビ天ぷらを作らないことにしている。65番 Be decided to do, meaning someone else unnamed makes the decision for you. Formula ることになる。ることになる。Still in lesson 73. Will be decided to make. 作ることになる。作ることになる。It will be decided that Miss Tanaka will make the graphs for the report. リポートの表は田中さんが作ることになります。リポートの表は田中さんが作ることになります。66番 Be decided not to do. ないことになる。ないことになる。Still in lesson 73. Will be decided not to make. 作らないことになる。作らないことになる。Because we still have cakes, it's been decided that we won't make any today. ケーキがまだあるから今日はケーキを作らないことになった。ケーキがまだあるから今日はケーキを作らないことになった。67番 Be decided as a rule to do. Formula ることになっている。ることになっている。Lesson 73. Be decided as a rule to make. 作ることになっている。作ることになっている。It's been decided that we make dinner daily as a rule for health reasons. 健康のため毎日晩ご飯を作ることになっています。健康のため毎日晩ご飯を作ることになっています。68番 Be decided as a rule not to do. ないことになっている。ないことになっている。Still in lesson 73. Be decided as a rule not to make. 作らないことになっている。作らないことになっている。It's been decided that we don't make dinner on Saturdays as a rule because we eat out. 土曜日は外食するので晩ご飯を作らないことになっている。土曜日は外食するので晩ご飯を作らないことになっている。69番 Might. This means little chance of happening. Formula Full conjugation of the verb plus かもしれない。かもしれない。Lesson 74. Might make. 作るかもしれない。作るかもしれない。If dad isn't tired, he might make rice balls. お父さんは疲れなかったらおにぎりを作るかもしれない。お父さんは疲れなかったらおにぎりを作るかもしれない。70番 Probably, meaning 50-50 chance of happening. Formula Full conjugation of the verb plus だろう。だろう。Still in lesson 74. Will probably make. 作るだろう。作るだろう。If mom is at home, she will probably make sushi. お母さんが家にいるなら寿司を作るだろう。お母さんが家にいるなら寿司を作るだろう。71番 Do for sure, meaning about 80% chance or higher. Formula Full conjugation of the verb plus に違いない。に違いない。Also lesson 74. Will make for sure. 作る に違いない。作るに違いない。Chef Ikeda made this cheesecake for sure. このチーズケーキは池田シェフが作ったに違いありません。このチーズケーキは池田シェフが作ったに。72番 It should be that. Formula is full conjugation of the verb plus HAZU. HAZU. Lesson 76. It should be that will make. 作るはず。作るはず。Because Cafe Maria is also a bakery, it should be that it also makes bread. Cafe Maria もパン屋さんだからパンも作るはずです。カフェマリアもパン屋さんだからパンも作るはずです。73番 The reason for doing. Formula is full conjugation of the verb plus wake. Wake. Lesson 77. Reason for making. 作るわけ。作るわけ。There's no reason to make lunch because the cafeteria has delicious food. 食堂においしい食べ物があるから昼ご飯を作るわけはない。食堂においしい食べ物があるから昼ご飯を作るわけはない。74番 Although. Formula is full conjugation of the verb plus NONI. NONI. Lesson 78. We use NONI when the main clause has nothing to do with the listener. Therefore, the sentence can't be a request, suggestion, command, or question about the listener. Although will make. Tsukuru noni. Tsukuru noni. Although he makes sake for work, he doesn't drink it. 彼は仕事としてお酒を作るのにお酒は飲みません。彼は仕事としてお酒を作るのにお酒は飲みません。75番 and the last one for this video. Although. Version number 2. Formula is full conjugation of the verb plus KEREDOMO or its variants like kedo or keredo. Still in lesson 78. Although will make. 作るけれども。作るけれども。Although you make delicious cakes, you cannot make 10 cakes by tomorrow. 君はおいしいケーキを作るけど、明日までに10個が作れない。君はおいしいケーキを作るけど、明日までに10個が作れない。To summarize, here are the conjugations covered in this video, numbers 51 to 75. The giving and receiving of actions. No longer do. TOKORO, to denote points in time. Expressing purpose. Decisions. Guessing and probability. And the pseudo-nouns HAZU, which means it should be that. Wake, expressing reason. And expressing although, using NONI and KEREDOMO. In the next video, we tackle the last 25 conjugations, numbers 76 to 100. The passive tense, causative tense, the causative passive tense, expressing extent, the way I do, intention, personal observation and hearsay, in such a way that it's been done, to do in advance, movement to and away from, without doing, begin to do, suddenly do and stop, finish doing, redo, do completely, and cannot do completely. If you would like to make a donation, simply click on the PayPal link in the description box, and for a minimum $10 donation, I can send you the list of 100 conjugations in this series with their formulas, or any of the exercise sheets from any of our previous lessons up to lesson 113 via email that I'll personally check and provide feedback on. Thank you for your support. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. If you're serious about becoming fluent in Japanese, it's important to practice daily. Learn grammar and build up vocabulary. My whole course is designed to give you a strong, basic foundation in the Japanese language that you can build solidly upon. So please click like, share, or subscribe and watch the next video in our series. 日本語の勉強に頑張ってください。じゃあ、またね。